that bit with you, if you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor. Well, it turns out that that really wasn't quite the case with the new health care law. But if you liked your, prescription drug prices and the drug prices you take for whatever maladies you have, well, there's no guarantee that you have them either. Betsy McCoy, author of Beating Obamacare, on that other little story you don't hear much about. Betsy, a lot of people are getting seriously gouged, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely. Drug prices are spiraling, even for drugs that have been on the market for a very long time. And the big pharma companies are now making, on average, a profit margin of 19%. The public is upset. Patients' families are very upset when they see these prices. But the industry claims that they need these very high returns because developing drugs is like going to Vegas. There are so many risks, they have to offer a high return to keep the investors in. So maybe that's true, but what really bothers me, Neil, is that in the midst of this, the politicians are offering sham solutions that are only going to make the problem worse. Take Hillary Clinton, for example. She's saying, well, let's shorten the patent life on these drugs. That's just the opposite of what we should be doing. That's going to make drug companies push the prices higher.
To cap their prices. But I think what's far more shameful what's going on here, and this I see firsthand, you are guaranteed coverage for any condition now with the law. That's great, fine. But you are not guaranteed the same drug regimen you're on now. So if you switch providers or you leave your company, whatever regimen you were taking for whatever malady you have, there's no guarantee the new insurance company, the new company will do that. They'll still cover you for whatever malady you have, but you might not be getting the effective therapies you were getting.
Oh, yes.
And that I don't think people know.
People ought to know that because we're moving into the next open enrollment period, and that means that consumers are going to be encouraged to shop for the lowest price plan, and that means often shifting from their current plan. The administration isn't saying when you shift you're going to lose your doctor and you're going to lose that drug formulary, that list of drugs you're allowed to take, and you may be pushed onto some other drug that your doctor feels is not as effective for you.
Yeah, we should point out, now, I know this could sound like Sarah Palin, but people will die as a result of this. If you found a therapy that is working for you, a drug that is working for you, and all of a sudden you're in a new plan, it doesn't even have to be Obamacare, you're just switched over to a new carrier.
That's right.
And all of them, they're not covering that, and that was helping you.
That's right.
All they're obligated to do is to give you what is called a like treatment. But that like treatment is nothing like what you had before.
Not always equivalent, and that's particularly true with drugs to treat psychiatric conditions, neurological conditions, as well as some forms of cancer.
Amazing. Betsy, thank you very much.
You're
Betsy McCoy. I tell you, this is an underreported story, folks, but it is a real grievous situation. It's not a left or right thing, but you're finding this is a big loophole where companies are now finding cheaper alternatives to provide you for all of those conditions, with the one caveat being not the same type of treatment for those conditions. And for many, it could be